I have no life. I'm 0 ping. I have almost 18k earned and 60k plus PR. I could probably become a tier 1 pro. Yo, what is up, boys? It's Jayth. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about what went wrong in my HEATS or FNCS semifinals. We played Heat 1. We ended with 90 points after our 6 games, 17th place. As you can see, we barely made an endgame. So in this video, we're not really going to go game to game and look at like all the specifics. I'm just going to give you my overall plan, starting off HEATS, and then kind of how HEATS went after that, and then after doing this, what my plan is going into next season. So let's get into it. Alright, so to give you guys like the layout, we basically said we were going Boney pretty much the whole time, and this team, I still don't even know their names, Quanti, Vortex, and someone else, also said they were going Boney. And so we decided we didn't want to 50-50 them. We thought one team was going Orchard, and we thought 2 teams were going Craggy, which they did, but they're already dead, which is why they're not showing up. So we were going to land double houses, 1 weather, and we were going to third-party Craggy as soon as we could for first game. And we timed the routes. It only took me to get to Craggy in 40 seconds from weather. It took them about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So as long as the fight could last longer than 1 minute at Craggy, we should have been able to third-party it. But unfortunately, the team was so bad that was fighting Cartoon Paul that they would die before we could even get there, and we were getting there in under a minute. So that was one fault in our plan. And also, like, these kids are, yeah, okay, Convicted, Quanti, and Vortex. These kids are really bad at the game, but at the same time, like, a 50-50 can still be a 50-50. So our first game, we didn't want to, like, take the chance of dying off spawn to them, and then the vibes would just be down. We're 0 points first game, yada yada yada. So we came up with a bunch of strats. We knew that Sweaty was conned, and so we timed routes of 2 people landing Spire, 1 person landing these houses, and third partying Sweaty. We timed routes third partying Craggy, like I said before, and then we also timed the route third partying Steamy, because this is where we thought teams were going to be contested at. Turns out the team Steamy left. It turns out Cartoon Paul and Peterbot were going to kill these kids off spawn in a minute, so that plan just folded. And then it turned out that Reese and whoever he plays with, they were just going to loot the backside of Sweaty and drive away with Shambles loot. So immediately, like, 3 of our third party strats just absolutely got crumbled. And yeah, they just didn't work at all. So that was like a big problem. So in hindsight, we should have just landed Boney Burbs 6 out of 6 games. And I'll show you guys what happened game 3 when we finally started to land up Boney. So let's look at the match history. So game 1, we make it to endgame. We died to gas cans and lag, and it was kind of our fault. Game 2, we had all the back houses, weather station, all that uncon. We got flown on from Steamy, and we just got shit on. Game 3, we I guess we died off spawn. Well, I don't even remember. It's not really important because these first 3 games, bro, were just so shambles. And then we started our 4th game. We started to just straight up land Boney because we're like, all right, you know, fuck it. Let's just go Boney. Let's get these kills points off spawn. Let's get this early surge. And that started to work for us, actually. And that's why I'm saying we should have just landed Boney for the first place from the beginning. So something to take away, like, from FNCS this year is that next season, because I have Pump and because we're going to get another controller player, like, I'm not going to leave a POI. I'm going to claim a POI, and it doesn't matter like what tournament it's in, whether it's in Cash Cups, DreamHack, FNCS, I'm not leaving a POI. I'm done going to splits. I will go to that POI no matter who is going to land there, and we will fight every single game. Something I've learned is that in custom formats like this, if you don't have an uncon spot, chances are you're just not going to qualify. You're not going to qualify the grands. You're not going to, you know, like DreamHack finals, you're not going to get top 5 with the con spot. Because look, even though we can shit on this team as quickly as we do, and you see us shit on them the next 3 games. We don't lose a fight to them. Kyra might go down, but we kill all 3 of them. So it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would we continue to like suffer with bad loot when, you know, we can either just kill kids this way, and we still kind of have bad loot here because Boney just sucks. But yeah, we're just not doing splits anymore. I'm POI only, every tournament, same POI, no matter what, not leaving. So that's one thing that I took away from this tournament, and that's one thing that I'm gonna do going into the next like custom formats and just every tournament. I guess what I'm trying to say is if you're a team that knows that you're not as good as a team you're contesting, then like you should want to get better by playing with worse loot. But obviously we're the better team than Quanti, Vortex, and whoever landed there, so like we shouldn't have to leave. But like back when I played my first heats, I took garbage split drops because I was a newer team. Me and Kel, we landed at Weather Station. Caddy Corner wasn't here. We literally landed on this mountain and got Weather Station as a duo, and we still made it work. Like, we proved how good we are. So if you're a newer team like that, like you shouldn't expect to like get POIs for free. You should have to earn it. So that's something to think about. Another thing that I wanted to review here is this was a fight where we got pushed by AJ, Vix, and D-Roller, and they needed Surge badly, and we made a lot of space, and we just didn't let them tag us, and eventually we kill all 3 of them. But one of the problems was that Kyra would kind of play aggressive as a solo, and it happened a couple times this game where Kyra would just, or in heats, where Kyra would just kind of go down when he didn't have to. So like in this situation here, there's no way we should be dying. One of us should not be dying, ever. And at this point, like, there's no rebooting. So rebooting is uncalled for here. So like we can't die, and that's just like something that happens. Like, you see I'm playing slow here. Like, I just hit a nice shot. He's super low. Like, how there's no chance one of us should die here. And the only way that you do die here is if you make a solo play. So it's about like being on the same page as your teammates, being aware. So like me and Pump are spraying them hard from 2 different angles. I'm spraying on the right, Pump is spraying from there. They're trying to stick this res. Kyra's gonna come in behind them, and he's gonna spray from this angle. He's gonna get bowed and dies, and they finish him. So like our game is just over. Like, it's over now. We can't reboot. We're down like what? We're down 1,500 mats here. And if Kyra lives, then like, you know, we're fine. But he just doesn't. So it's just like it's not worth. You just can't die. So like, it's better if we don't get the kills right away. If the kills take us another 100, 200 mats to get and we all live, fine. But we just can't die, and like in custom formats, it's just over. Your game is done. So just playing as a team, like sticking on each other, that's why me and Pump have such good chemistry. Like, you barely ever see us like leave each other's side. We basically play like we're one player with 2 shotguns. So that's like something we're gonna look for going into next season. Yeah, so like I said, we just rolled these guys for like the last 3 games of the tournament. We should have been doing this the whole time. These fights were super easy for us. But again, and I'm not trying to like, you know, completely blame Kyra. Like, even he admitted it, that he had a really bad day during heats. But this game is kind of like just another example of just kind of like going down when we shouldn't. I'm gonna show us rolling them off spawn. We kind of like figured out how to play Boney a little bit. So like they got height, and I mean their teammate is just nowhere to be found. So we just 2v3 them here. I'm just holding this guy with his deagle. I'm not letting him come across. They're gonna go to win the 2v2. I'm gonna come over. I got hit for a bunch of white, but it's okay because I'm popping bandages. This fight took a little bit longer. So this is what I mean. Like, these players are bad and we're gonna kill them, but because they can make the fight last longer, our game just becomes lost. So there we go. And we kill them. Okay, but now like, look, Zone has been out for like 40 seconds. We have like bad heals. Look at my loot. Pump has 4 minis. Kyra has 2 minis, and this whole place is looted. Like, we can get the slurp chuck, yeah, but like we have 6 minis. We're gonna have to go out of zone to get metal. Like, that's why contesting is just, no matter if we win or not, like we're shambles. Like, teams are already stacked and they're getting center zone. So I don't even think it's really worth to show the last game. We rolled those garbage kids off spawn, the 6th game also, and then we just W-keyed, and because we needed like a high kill game, we got 9 kills. We ended up dying in storm, honestly, because we got storm fought. But I think like the main takeaways from this is, like I said in the beginning, next season I'm gonna claim a POI early and I'm not leaving, because I know that we're as good as fighters as like any pro teams out there. We're gonna pick a POI that we like, we're gonna claim it, and we're gonna, you know, establish that it's ours before heats, before finals, all that stuff, cash cups. We're gonna run that POI and hopefully we can get it uncon in a custom format. The other thing is just kind of like making solo plays. I feel like we made too many solo plays in these games, and I think like as a trio next season we need to work on like playing hip to hip and also just like blocking our sides and all that good stuff. So that's like my takeaway from this heats. I'm not even too worried about it, honestly. I think we played like okay for what was in our control. Yo, Melix, what's up, bro? Yeah, if you guys want to be on my friends list, tier 2 sub on Twitch. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the vid. So uncon drop spots are OP, and we're gonna find someone that we can like really be on the same page with going into next season. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a like, a sub, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace. I'm in a 2-seat, and before I speak about it, rather grab a loose lead. 30 crib at a dip if I'm in a hoopty. And we spin the hot block with a mini Uzi. Had to send a couple shots, I've been acting bougie. All of a sudden, all these stars let me in they Gucci. They gon' make they